Atul sir, you can start.
We will first start the motto of our institute. Mishra ji, you can go ahead.
य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति कामं 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 कामपुरुषो पुरुषो निर्विमाणः निर्विमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्मा तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तदूनात्यपि कश्चन एतद्द्वैत 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 एतद्द्वैत.
Good morning, friends. I welcome you all to on this Saturday morning for the third series on CEO Speaks: Journey from Article to CEO, a fireside chat with CA Shri Premchand Godha, who is the Chairman and Managing Director of Vicar Laboratories Limited, which is anchored by CA Satish Shinoy, a senior audited professional. Before we start the proceedings, I shall request CA Manish Kadia, Chairman WIRC, to say a few words of wisdom. Over to you, Kadia ji.
Thank you, Atul ji. Good morning, everyone. It's really a pleasure that we are going to make a hat trick today with Premchand Godha ji on CEO Speak. This will be the third in the series that Atul sir has told. And it's really an inspiring, and we are getting a good response also from the participants about this series. And all this CEO Speak, whatever we had in the past, it is the fireside chat with K.K. Mistry sir and Niranjan Hiranandani sir. Both are available on Institute WIRC website, so you can go through the same. Apart from that, under the leadership of members in industry, we have also started CFO Forum, where on fourth Friday of every month, CFO of large and mid corporate, around 200 CFOs are meeting and discussing the challenges and issues what they are facing. So apart from that, we have also started a portal called Coach for a Woman Chartered Accountant, where a company can himself, if they want to hire a woman chartered accountant. So that data is available on WIRC website under the heading called Coach. And I will not take much time because we all want to hear more and more about Godha ji. So over to you, Atul sir.
Thank you, Manish ji. So I'll start with the introduction of Shri Premchand Godha, who is a first generation entrepreneur having more than 50-year experience, out of which 5 years were initial as a practice as a chartered accountant, and since last 45 years he is associated with the pharma industry. He is coming from a small village called Jharota in district Ajmer and belongs to a farming family. And after completing his graduation in commerce from Ajmer, in 1966 he came to Mumbai to do chartered accountancy course. And he also stayed in a hostel like most of us have stayed, and he qualified as a chartered accountant in 1971. Then along with Mr. M.R. Chandurkar and Mr. Amitabh Bachchan and Ajita Bachchan, he acquired Ipca Laboratories in year 1975, when the company's turnover was mere 50 lakh rupees with a single formulation unit at Mumbai. Mr. Bachchan and his family sold the shares in 1997, and Mr. Chandurkar retired in 2007. Now Ipca is managed by Mr. Godha as chairman and MD, along with his two sons Pranay and Prashant Godha. Ipca has got pharmaceutical industry, API and drug intermediary, and total they have got around 26 manufacturing units, out of which 2 are in UK and USA also. The company employs around 13,000 employees, and the turnover for 2021 was around 5,482 crores. And the net worth, as I checked yesterday evening at the closing price, is around 30,470 crores is the market capitalization. With this brief introduction, I shall now introduce Mr. Satish Shunai, who is a chartered accountant, cost accountant, and a company secretary. All 3 degrees having, and he has got more than 40-year experience in internal audit, risk management, forensic, PSU, and private enterprise such as HPCL, Onida, Lupin, Reliance Retail, L&T, Aditya Birla Group, etc. And he has also worked with the Government of India in Ministry of Petroleum. He is closely associated with professional bodies as CA Institute, Cost Accountant, Company Secretary Institute, and trade association like SOCM, PhD, CCI, Education Institute, etc. He is a key member of expert group for the issuance of forensic audit and investigation standard by CA Institute, which is issued in February 2021. In April 21, he decided to take an early retirement from heading the corporate management audit team from Aditya Birla Group. He runs a blog of Reading Corner since last 11 years, which there are around 6,000 followers, and he spent most of his time mentoring the career of young professionals and assist underprivileged children to learn English through BVM Foundation. He is an avid cricket player and has done a lot of road trips, including Mumbai, and trekking also. With this brief introduction, I shall request Satish to take over the proceeds and have a fire chat, interesting fire chat, Mr. Goda. Over to you, Satish.
Thank you, Atulji. Thank you. A very good morning to you, CA Premchand Godaji, CA Manish Dada, CA Atul Jain, the entire WIRC team, and to all the lovely participants to this conversation. It is indeed a pleasure, continuing pleasure and honor for me to host this show. Do something today that will make you proud tomorrow. Sir, this must have been your thoughts, Mr. Gola, when you got into the pharma business so many years ago. There is so much that we want to hear from you, and hence, without any further ado, let's hear it from the man himself, the emperor of the pharmaceutical industry, Sri Premchand Goda. Sir, let me start at the beginning. You are a first generation, there is some disturbance, sir, in the background. Please mute. There is a background sound.
We don't know who is.
Hello. Yeah, I'll continue. So, sir, you are a first generation entrepreneur. What made you choose this wonderful profession, the chartered accountancy?
We can't hear you, sir.
Sir, up mute you.
We can't hear you.
Yes, now you can.
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Yeah. So I will start coming to Bombay in 1966 for doing CA. Basically, my motivation to do CA was my neighbor in Ajmer, who is a successful practicing chartered accountant. And instead of becoming a clerk in any small organization or a teacher, I thought to do CA without the permission of my parents.
Oh.
So I came here, joined as an article clerk, because in those days getting articleship was difficult. And I was a let us say average student. I passed my graduation with supplementary, so it was not that easy to get articleship. It was a 4-year course, so instead of that I joined auditship, which was 4.5 years course at that time. So
I see.
After I joined a small company which is known as S. Khandelwal and Company, having office at Dalal Street, mainly done audit and sales tax work in that period of 1.5 years under seniors. So that was my startup. And after that, I joined as an article clerk with another small company, S. Solanki and Company in Girgaon. There I was there for around 1.5 years. And there I passed my intermediate examination in the very first attempt. And again, I changed the firm from Solanki and Company to SS Kapadia and Company, another small firm. Now with SS Solanki and Company, I was doing mostly accounts writing work of small companies, small businesses. And in SS Kapadia and Company, it was only doing income tax practice. So I was filing, let us say, all return preparation, or looking into the accounts of various, again, small businesses. There was no big business. In my initial startup, that is with a Khandelwal and Company, I audited one very big manufacturer of that time. Moje banati thi wo company as Stretch Long karke. And they had one limited company, Stretch Fiber India Limited. But there I came across, in a different kind of experience with a very, I will call it a primary past managing director who was running that business of biggest manufacturer of shocks at that time. And I came across the audit of various small companies. And so auditing and sales tax experience from there, accounts writing experience from SS Solanki and Company, and only income tax matters related to with Kapadi and Company. So this was my experience during articleship. During that period, because of, let us say, money which I was getting from my parents, it was not sufficient. We were 6 brothers and 3 sisters in my family. So, and a farmer family. So I started my part-time jobs after passing intermediate examination.
Oh, wow.
And my first job was 30 rupees a month in cotton exchange. And second part-time was 100 rupees a month during my articleship. In the evening times, I was going for accounts writing. And so by the time I completed my final, I had a couple of accounts writing jobs. Let us say I was earning around at the time 700 rupees a month, which was sufficient to, to carry on husband-wife family.
Wow.
And there I decided that I will not go for any service. I will start my own practice. So after getting through the certificate of practice in 1971, I just went for practice. Mostly my practice was related with, let us say, starting from accounts writing and related firms, income tax as well as sales tax work. And during this journey, I formed several companies, private limited companies, not a public company. Mostly I was doing work of, let us say, management consultancy kind. So I was getting more retainership, monthly retainership, and advising clients on various subjects, whatever I knew. And that was a good beginning, including of banking. So I was also advising on banking, and in the process, I learned a lot how to deal with the banks. So that was the beginning of, let us say, I can say, seed of doing some entrepreneurship. During this practice, I had one Ayurvedic company where I was taken as a director and took little more interest in that Ayurvedic, very small company, less than 20 lakhs turnover. But I learned little bit about medicine. And during my practice, this offer came from a bank that there is a company on sale. It is from Bank of Maharashtra, Pune, where I was advising one company for the banking in that bank. So that manager offered that this is a company which is on sale, Bombay ki company, why don't you take interest and sell it? So we took this company job to, as a professional to find out a buyer.
Wow.
And then I offered this to various my clients, including of at that time one of the most popular star, Amitabh Bachchan, who was my client already during my this auditship when I was doing practice. In 1973, he became my client, and this was in 75. Let us say the talk started in August, September, and so issue was Amitabh Bachchan, Amitabh's younger brother, was very busy with the activities of Mr. Amitabh, and he said that we can take interest, but who will run the business? So that you have to find out who will run the business. And in the process, he talked whether you people can join, myself and another friend, Chandurkar, which I knew from the day one when I came to Bombay. So we both friends discussed amongst ourselves to whether we should leave. He was working for a newspaper company for 1,000 rupees a month salary, and I was practicing. So he said, "यार तो risky, अपने कभी कोई company चलाई नहीं." So let us take a risk, and क्या होगा, तुम नौकरी ज्वाइन कर लेना, मैं वापस प्रैक्टिस करूंगा. So we opened up talk and what will be the business terms. So we decided that it will be 50-50. You invest the money, we will work. So we two became working partners as 25% and 50% investing partner, Mr. Bachchan, and we took over this company. Initially, it was 80%, and in a couple of months, we took 100%. So it was a running sick company managed by father and son, and they were not able to manage, and a lot of conflicts between father and son. So they decided to sell, and we found as a absolutely new business. Nobody knew about pharmaceuticals, neither myself nor Mr. Bachchan nor Mr. Chandurkar. We just jumped in, and that is how we started.
Superb, sir. Sir, I just remember this, that some people could be given an entire field of roses and only they see the thorns in it. Others could be given a single weed and only see the wildflower in it. Mr. Godaji, you truly belong to the latter category. So now let's come down to the house of IPCA. Over the years, IPCA has been a very crucial healthcare partner in over 120 countries across 6 continents. You are a fully integrated pharmaceutical company that manufactures over 350 formulations and 80 APIs. What are a couple of things that you are really proud of about your group?
You see, when we took over the company, it was at that time also export-oriented company, exporting formulations. That is, we call it a tablet, capsule, injectable syrups. We were exporting to Sri Lanka, Nigeria, Libya, Kenya. So yes, our major exports, out of that 50 lakhs was exports. And local business, we called it a very generic business, selling products in Princess Street, which was the most popular street for medicine at that time. Even today, it is popular.
Yes, absolutely.
And after taking over, then we decided first that this is not the business which we want to do, because pharmaceutical was at that time known that medical representatives are kept and they promote to doctors. So we decided that we should do the same activity. And we appointed our first field force in early 76 after taking over. And even though it was a very expensive proposition, because most of the this business during the promotion time for 1 to 2 years, it's a loss-making business, because you pay salaries, allowances, and everything, maintain the stocks, whatever you are selling, and it's a slow progress initially. Always, any brand you promote, it is a very slow progress. So, not knowing too much about that, and we were making little money in exports, we jumped. But because of the bad luck at that time, we lost a very big order from Nigeria. Around 1 crore order we got to be delivered in 1 year's time. So single order of 1 crore which we lost because of the bad quality supplied at that time. So it was a shock to us, and how to come out from that was one of the most difficult. So here we started our domestic promotional market, and we were in generic, and rest of the countries were very small. So a lot of money was required to fill up the losses. So luckily, Amitabh Bachchan was very popular star, so getting money was not difficult from Hundiwalas at the rate of 2.5% interest. Per month, 2.5%. But because of his name, money getting was not an issue. So during 76 and 77, we lost heavily, and I became the most responsible person for these losses, because I got them the company, and it was a worry for me that how we will come out of this. So I was working very hard, reaching to factory morning 7 o'clock, coming back home at 10 o'clock. Very tough period we saw, 76, 77, and it gave me a very good disease known as diabetes, very sweet disease. So I got diagnosed in 78 as a diabetic. But 78 onwards, our business was organized well, where we started making little money. And we have never looked back after that, 78 onwards.
Wow.
Went on progressing on all the fronts. In 78 exports, we got as a very small scale first award of exports in 78 itself, under the small scale industry from Ministry of Commerce. So it was a small, but it became a beautiful business and grew continuously. So that was the beginning. And after 5 years, when we wanted to grow more, so I decided to put up a small factory in Ratlam, in Madhya Pradesh.
Wow. Madhya Pradesh.
And then we just started setting up the business after buying the land and putting up a factory. As very intelligent officer in small scale industry, he mentioned that you cannot have two small scale. You can have only one small scale. The moment you increase your plant and machinery, you become medium scale. And in those period, medium scale means you have to go into bulk drug manufacturing. It was a compulsion. So that was the starting period of pharma industry in 70s. So we were not knowing what to do here. We were not knowing anything about API. So it was a compulsion because already we started factory construction and work. So okay, we started, okay, we'll committed that we will also put up API. So by compulsion of the government rules, we were to get into API. And whatever the formulations which we were growing, luckily we had a very good sales manager at the time from a multinational company, Wader Hindustan. Now it is merged with Pfizer.
Pfizer, yes.
Yeah, so Warner, he was a regional manager. We took him as a sales manager, very hard-working person. So till the time he retired, he was working with us for 17 years. And he established the business very well, ethical practices from very beginning. So we were talking to him that we are to give to the doctors some gift, then only you get the business. But he was coming from a multinational. He said, no, we have never given any gift. So no question, you leave it to us, we'll promote the business. So that was a new learning at that time, that without giving anything you can do, yes. And he proved. And we grew continuously more than 30% year after year in those days.
Wow.
And
wow.
It was a good time.
Very good.
So in domestic market, we continuously grew, growing even today, more than the industry for the last several years.
So nice.
We are today most popularly known in the country by anti-malarial. We are having all anti-malarial products, and even today we address all malaria worldwide. So, but today our major business, domestic business, is 50% in pain management.
Pain management.
Pain management. We are our total domestic portfolio. One only portfolio is 50% is on pain, and rest all 50% comes from heart, diabetes, dermatology, urology, eye, ophthalmic preparation. So rest all. So we have around 15 divisions today, from that one division to 15 divisions marketing various products. And that is how you will find a lot of number of formulations. And because of API, let us say, I will say a couple of years back, maybe 15 years back, we decided that we should get into generic business.
Yes.
Of the developed market, that is UK, Europe, US, and rest of the, let us say, all we call it a developed market. Rest all countries, we call it emerging market, which includes, you can say, CIS, Russia, Africa, Southeast Asia. So these are called emerging markets in our language, in pharmaceutical language.
Yes.
And one is Indian market, that is domestic. So we decided to jump into developed market, starting with UK. And that is where the regulated understanding came in more and more and more. But the understanding developed being a chartered accountant. Now, here I will say, being a chartered accountant,
Yes.
I decided that you cannot do generic business depending upon other API suppliers. and they are also competitors of yours in the same market where they produce and sell directly, and you buy from them paying their profit, and then you also make your profit. It is not a right proposition. So we started marketing those products where we were making API. So that was the triggering point to get into big API manufacturer one after another. So that is how we are good at formulations as well as API.
We're very happy to see the connect. So we were very happy to see the connect of being a chartered accountant and using those skills for running businesses. So I think
Yes.
that is the learning for all of us. Sorry, sir, go ahead.
And today, because now because our major imports are taking place of APIs as well as intermediates from China, and I was one of the most important speaker in our association that we must convince to the government for getting into some kind of relief to pharma industry in terms of giving either ban the products or give the incentives to the industry for competing with China, because China is used in API, very, very difficult in certain products to compete with them. And that is how the understanding of Modi government, and you can see now the schemes have come to produce more APIs, as well as now they have heard us for promoting even intermediates. So our company is already there in intermediate business for last maybe 20 years. So our APIs are backed by intermediates, and then we do formulation business in all three world: domestic market, ROW market, and generic market.
So
in the process,
how difficult it is, sir, to operate in, you're making it look so easy to operate in such difficult conditions like the advanced market and in the rest of the world. How easy or how difficult it is to run these businesses like this?
So because we were not doing anything about pharmaceuticals initially, so we were lucky to have right people on production, right people on formulation, and when we started API, all three businesses where we appointed the people, they were all from multinational, and they retired from our company. It was their last job, all the three important ones. Even I will call it more. Another important was QC lady also retired after joining us. So that very good experience came of delegation, that you appoint the right people, leave it to them for the business activity. So production was important, marketing was important, and QC was important, and after a point, R&D was important. So these all points, we had a good people, reliable people. We had a very high level of delegation. And say when we started, I will go back a little bit. When we started, I was looking after accounts, finance, purchase, and looking up sales, not the sales activity. So my involvement as a very small entrepreneur was in all the fields, and I learned a lot of things in terms of manufacturing, in terms of marketing, because these were the teachers. All these good people were my teachers to teach me what's going on. And I was always asking questions based on common sense. How this happens, why something happens, and whole learning process from all divisions. So I was able to guide the future managers that one should change as per our requirement, because our model is different than other models. So it was I will call it a delegation to the people. And one of the very important, two chartered accountants were having one of the highest delegation in our company. Mr. A.K. Jain, who is joint managing director today, is with me for last 40 years. He joined after being chartered accountant Infosys. At that time, not Infosys, at that time, Patni Computers, from where the Infosys originated. So he was working for Patni Computers, and then we took him as an accountant, and today he's the joint managing director. So he's a chartered accountant. We had another chartered accountant after passing exam straight. He joined as an accountant in Ratlam factory, and he worked for us around 35 years and retired. I will not call it retired. He resigned from the company, but we were not able to give him the project work. He was made project head ultimately after becoming president. So he said, as I don't have the sufficient work, I should I should leave and
Oh.
I on. So he was also a chartered accountant, progressed from accountant to head of the factory, a bulk drug factory,
Oh.
head of formulation factory, and became in charge of more than 20 factories in the country as a president of operations.
Oh.
So
What a-
another
what a-
good example of a chartered accountant.
Really,
So
really good.
I progressed only through right delegation and 100% believing on people. I will tell you only one thing. Last 25 years, I have not signed a check of a credit. It's that kind of delegation goes on even today. Crores of rupee checks can be signed by accountants, not by even ED, not by joint managing director.
Oh.
Yes, sir. So that kind of delegation is there in our company.
It's
So this
sir,
has become very
all-
easy. You said that how it is so
Yeah,
easy.
so-
It has,
Yeah, really. I mean, I, so many thoughts are coming into my mind, and I'm sure it's coming to all the participants who are listening to you so attentively, sir. But I think life does not just does not provide warranties and guarantees. It only provides possibilities and opportunities. And you have made the most use of both the possibilities and all the opportunities. I think successful people have the skill to make complex things look simple, and you have really done it. You've also, quality is not an act, it's a habit. So it's so much of learning in a pack in just 35 minutes. I think it's really wonderful. Godaji, as a person, let me come now to you as a person. Between a million yesterdays and a million tomorrows, there is only one today. As you are involved in so many activities, what does a typical day look like for you?
for me, days as on today, let us say I have so good people working with me. Two my sons educate as executive directors and joint managing director working for 40 years. I hardly have any work. Nobody reports to me today. And they come to me only for guidance. No president reports to me. They are all delegated to be reported to these three people. So I'm free person as on today, but I guide them. Having so experience only in one industry, even the new people, when people join and you know that people retire and some people leave because of their own progress. But when they join, I talk a bulk drug president as in bulk drug language, and formulation president in formulation, and in marketing, I put several things new first time in my company, which is working. I'm teaching everybody how to be focused in their job, and it gives results. So people are happy to execute their jobs. One example is there, one product which is known as Zerodol in this country. We started before 19 years. Today, that one single brand is around 700 crore brand.
Oh.
And it is promoted by more than 1,000 people. And only two products that division promotes. One Zerodol and another is one antibiotic.
Oh.
So the focus which has come from maybe various products, around maybe 18 products, we separated the division that increasing the focus of a person on a product as well as on a doctor, which can bring wonderful results. So when we crossed 100 crore turnover, I met the team, around 700 people in Dubai, for a very big function, or for enjoyment of those boys who achieved the result. I told them that I want now 500 crore. I will come only 500 crore when you achieve. They achieved 500 crore because of COVID. We could not go for the function. Now we are talking, okay, you take the money, whatever we could have spent. Now we will meet on 1,000 crore turnover. So, that kind of motivation goes on.
All the best for that, achieving that milestone. I'm sure with you at the helm of affairs, this is 100% a possibility. And so, sir, if we have to describe you in one word, what will that word be? Just one word, if you were to describe you. If you were to describe yourself, sir.
I'm a very alcoholic and focused.
Oh, very nice. Very great.
Focused only on pharmaceutical business. In spite of having Bachchan as partners for 22 years, you can imagine what kind of recommendations were coming to him for various kinds of businesses. I said, you find out a father of that business. When I call it father, means you find out a CEO who can run the business and who does this, that any business which you take. I'm not the right person. I'm highly focused on pharmaceutical. So I have never taken up any other job, including film production, distribution, whatsoever you can call.
Good. Great.
So I'm a very
I just,
focused.
yeah. Sir, I would just request all the audience to put in their questions, because we will be taking a couple of questions towards the end. So please fill in the questions in the question box or in the chat box as desired. And we would like to see a lot of questions flowing in. Thank you very much for that. Sir, now just something for the professions. Since you have told us so much about it, how do you see the pharmaceutical business shaping in India? And can you suggest some novel areas of practice for chartered accountants in this field?
You see, a chartered accountant, anyone who is joining as a mere accountant, or you can say in finance department or any department, maybe internal audit, or persons like you can join even costing or even company secretary, whatsoever.
Yes.
I believe any person who wants to progress, number one, as a manager or as a person, nobody is busy for 8 hours. So whatever the free time he has, he should invest to talk to his boss. I want more work. I am free. Now that is the beginning of showing yourself that you can do any other work. And everybody needs very good assistants. So whatever extra job comes, boss will give to you. So you are learning more and more in the process, and you are in the light now. Yeah. So when accountant or the finance manager talks to his senior boss, he will always take your name. And when there is an opportunity, you will be fixed in that department, whether it is a purchase department, whether it is, any department, maybe from accounts to audit. We have a person in our company who has shifted from accounts to audit, internal auditor to acquisition, merger and acquisition. He is going to head from, let us say, from this 1st of September, our UK operation as managing director. So he's also a chartered accountant.
What a superb career progression.
So from accounting, so they are to ask for more jobs. I can do it. I'm free. I can do it. I'm free. And every department, so you can learn. So when you are in internal audit, you questions to various people. Let us say to the production people, to the R&D people, questions you ask: why you waste so much? Why you do this? And in the process, you learn the whole process of business.
Yes.
in the internal audit department. And once you know that this is happening, then afterwards you have to practice. And in practice, something goes wrong, it's okay. It's a part of life. So we take that kind of risk, and I have very good leaders. I have more than 25 chartered accountants. I guide whenever they come to me to take a risk. Risk taking is very, very important in progress. One very good thing which I want to communicate to chartered accountants who wants to be in business, or who are financial in the finance department, or let us say in small businesses, accounts and finance. You are to be very, very good banking fellow. You are to talk to your bosses or entrepreneurs, to be very transparent with your banks. Today, we are accused by our Prime Minister being a very good profession, but still that it is chartered accountants who are responsible for all misdeeds by the people who have cheated to the banks. Here, the people, we sign a chartered accountant, very good stock statement, and very good, you can call it a debtors. These are the two working capital backup. What do you call it? Securities to the bank, and we sign to accommodate our client. And that is where our institute should work. That people are to become very conscious. They should not put their signature on wrong things. Yes. And being a chartered accountant, I have never practiced on that. And my bankers taught me that how you can, even though you are running short of working capital, how you can get a better working capital as a working capital loan. Or they were calling initial period, they were teaching banking people that how you can even at default, but you should not be called defaulter. So transparency with the banker is very important for any entrepreneur. And I will tell you, sir, our whole progress is because of very good banking. Today, bank gives us the money of 23 days, 24 days, and expecting 100 crore, one check from a company. They will give us the money, and if we say we will pay 100 crore on 27th day, they believe and they give us the money. So that transparency brought us to this level of after 45 years. So
What a lesson.
I'm very transparent with my banks, with my suppliers, with my all partners. I will call it a business partners, including our employees. So good banking, transparent person is the key factor. Risk taking, delegation. These are the things which I can say important in running a business.
Truly, truly, sir. So much of learning. Just speaking to you for so much time, but it's really so much of learning. I just want to now move ahead into your the work that IPCA is doing, and you are personally doing on the social sector. So, as I always say, there are two kinds of people in this world: givers and takers. The takers may eat better, but the givers sleep better. You have established the Prabhat Foundation, a registered charitable trust in 1991. The main aim of the trust is to improve lives of the underprivileged and contribute towards the betterment of the society. Can you please brief us of the work done by the group on the social sector?
From very small operation, we did continuously. I do only two work or helping poor people in terms of whenever they are deceased, and on education. We have established two primary schools during this period. Particularly on medical help, I will say during this COVID period, I gave one of my big godowns in Devas for establishing 300 beds hospital in 1.5 months time, including providing oxygen to 100 people in 1.5 months time in MP government Devas. So this was the end. But as being an anti-malarial company, we continually helped any country needed anti-malarial drugs on priority basis. We are supplying to all WHO recognized countries for global fund. We are one of the major supplier of anti-malarials to the global fund where the charities are there. And we do, including wherever there are camps for malaria or any medicine required at various places. So basically, our focus is on helping people, on sick people and education.
So, what changes
Recently,
do you
we
think?
are contributing.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
No, recently we have just attached with Sadhguru Jaggi, that Sadhguru Foundation, and we have contributed for 5 lakh trees. So we are addressing environment outside in unique place. We are addressing to our own. We are committed to put more and more trees year after year. So that is another side where we take care of environment. That is directly from the company, not from the trust, but that is what we do on environment and education. Is this
very good? So, by just what changes do you see in the CA profession in the next 10 years? How do you see this profession moving in the next 10 years?
Sir, as this, let us say, as I told you, CAs are very important people, provided they show their importance in the organization. Yes. But during practice, you are to become more and more specialized. And specialized should be to that level that how people know you as an individual in the country, at least in the country, first starting from city to state, state to country. So you have to become that kind of expert. Today, it is not the practice of our time where we do everything in the context, sales tax, exercise, accounting, banking. Yes. Today, it is highly focused. So whatever the practice we do, whether it is auditing practice or taxation practice or that kind of the importance is to be given that how I become expert. So my business is expertise. And that is how you are known. Even, let us say, anybody who wants to get the entry in the country, any big company, they should look forward to have the advice from you, whatever you are expert for. So that will become more, and because India is going to progress, it's unbelievable progress is going to take place in our country because of now change of government thinking. So we are all determined to be progressive. So one is the practice side and another is on business side. Even though they can start any business, but I will advise everybody who wants to start the business to remain focused. So if they focus on, because every business can be grown, I say from water, from even manure, what you call it, what we make out of this today's garbage. That is one of the highest profitable business. Garbage is highest profitable business in terms of, you can say, earning on investments. So from garbage, water to any industry, including one of the most complicated industries, pharmaceuticals. Everywhere one can make money, provided they remain focused. वो गली के राजा से शहर के राजा बन के, स्टेट के राजा बन के, हिंदुस्तान के राजा बन के, वर्ल्ड के राजा बनिए. That should be the attitude to entrepreneur. We are around 10 products. We are world leaders, not India leaders. Just Chano, for your information, you work for government. We were the biggest supplier of COVID medicine at that time for 2 months, hydroxychloroquine. HCQ. And we exported during this period to US and all over the world, not only to India. So HCQ was, whatever carton you were seeing on the TV, it was our carton.
Oh, yes. Correct. It was in the news, and I can yes. see that passion. I can see that passion on your face as you speak and talk about that. I can imagine what it means to you, what it means to the company, and what it means to the country. Cheers to you, sir, for that. So I have one last question, and this is my favorite question. If God gave you an extra hour each day, what would you be doing in that hour?
Sir, today that hour is dedicated to the health, and I hear a lot in YouTube and Google, reading Google messages or whatever the appearance there on how to take care of the health and how to take care of health without medicine. Even though I am a medicine manufacturer, but without medicine, and enjoy music. These are the two things which I do on everyday basis, not casually, but every day whenever I had time. So I am a very good listener of Hindi Purane Gaane.
बहुत अच्छा. Very good. So let's take the questions from the audience. So can I request the admin? We have 10 minutes left, 10-12 minutes. So can we have the questions put up?
He's putting up, yeah.
So I will read out the question. I'll read out the question, or I'll put it up in some kind of words. One question: थोड़ा font बढ़ाएंगे तो अच्छा होगा. Font थोड़ा बढ़ाइए. The font is too small.
I can read out. How difficult was this to mold person in a way? Your greatest challenge you have faced.
We take one question at a time. Atulji, we'll take one question at a time. Otherwise, it will be difficult for Godaji to answer it.
So, for questions and what challenges you find this year?
So, let us say first question: you have to delegate, have faith in him, and guide him to perform. So once you have delegated and you are not questioning every now and then, you will be successful. It's a matter of time.
Okay. What is the mindset change that is required in the CA? I think you partially answered it, but what is the mindset change? He's concentrating on the mindset.
More inquiry, you can call it inquiry. Whatever it is happening, he is to inquire more and more in the process to learn more and more.
Okay, very good. How do you face any controversial or any critical period? I'm sure all of us go through all this, but and if it lasts for a longer time, how does one? How did you have any such cases, and how did you overcome it? You mentioned this about yes, sir.
You see, basically the losses, the reasons were known. They were not unknown. Like we moved into domestic marketing. We had a challenge in terms of quality. So we were to address the quality. Getting the right people in those days when you are a very small company, how to get the right people. And there was a limitation of appointing people at a reasonable price. You cannot give overboard. So, it was a combination of problems which were to be resolved in those days. And today the challenges are different. It is, I think, one of the major challenges is to get the right people for the right job. That is the biggest challenge to the industry. because the industry is progressing so fast. Even good people, they would like to do the progress, so they leave, and we have to again find out his substitute. So this is one of the biggest challenges, to get the right people and who can
Very
stay with
right.
us, with you for a longer time.
Correct. So there is one question on motivation. I mean, how do you motivate yourself, and how do you get to motivate such large teams that you have it in your company?
Sir, for me, the motivation is a continuous progress, which is desired. We discuss our goals for the year and we try to achieve our goals, and that is one of the biggest motivation for me. And same is a motivation to my people when they achieve their goals and gets their incentives, which has been declared by the government and by the company in advance. And more motivation is to the marketing people, because production is easy process. It is not a difficult. It is by machines and man, whereas marketing is only by man, and one of the very difficult process to get the prescription from the doctor. And that is where I talk to them about how to focus a product to a doctor and how to achieve the results. So they enjoy a lot of incentives. In our company, the incentive schemes are so good that even a person is getting salary of 3 lakhs, but he can earn the incentives of 15 lakhs.
Oh.
So good incentive systems makes good motivation to the particularly marketing, which is very important. And other leaders are also accordingly incentivized. We don't give any extraordinary incentives or any incentives to workers. It's only salary wages which has been fixed. That's all.
On this line, sir, one more thought has come to my mind. How do you generate ideas within your company? Because it's always good to get different ideas from employees. So what is the method that you have followed at IPCA to make sure that these ideas actually come out and reach you or reach the senior management?
Most of the ideas in relation to the products are coming out of the data available, international data, where we go for the new products. And as far as within the organization, the people give their ideas, and there is a forum where all junior managers to the senior management team in terms of goals. And in goals, they put up their idea that whether they can make this change, and this can give this much benefit to the company. And that is how each factory will have their own ideas. And then the senior people, like presidents of these each, like formulation factories, we have a different president, and or API different president, R&D different president. So they collect these ideas and then put forward in the CMT, central management team, and then we make decisions on those ideas.
A little more on the R&D, because R&D in a pharma industry is R&D synonymous with the pharmaceutical industry. So what is your focus on R&D? I'm sure it's a huge focus, but can you just tell us, for the benefit of all of us, what is your focus in R&D?
See, what we see R&D is I will call it, there is hardly any research. It is only development. India has not given a single drug in last, whatever you can call it, other than Ayurvedic drugs, allopathic drug, not a single drug has been given by India to the world, which is successful drug. So what we do is a copy what has been made in America or Japan or anywhere else. So we copy that process going through the processes and make little changes. We call it break the patent.
Break the patent.
So very, very little work we do in terms of development. So, but it is called R&D, so we call it R&D, but it is more development work of a API, development work of intermediate, or development work of which are normally done by, let us say, chemistry people and pharmacy people. They make compounding in terms of formulation, but it's all, I will call it a just very little engineering.
There is a question from a person who's a chartered accountant in employment. He says, how do I change my mindset to move from employment to starting a business, or else how? Do you have any quick and dirty ideas for the person?
If he says he's good at his work, whatever the work he's doing in a company, and
yes,
what kind of investment he can make, he can start from any kind of investment within his understanding. Because for starting any business, one has to plan for worst.
Correct.
what should be understood, what can happen to me if I fail. So there is a very good backup as a chartered accountant. You can go back to practice or you can back to service. That is what risk I took.
I see.
So one can start with whatever the knowledge he has accumulated. He should at least do the same activity what he has learned. So risk is less. If he's jumping into because somebody else said and I want to get into the business, there is a very high chance of failure than success, because you don't know ABC about anything and jumping in. So whatever one has learned, maybe through parental business or whatever it is, so risk factor can be taken very easily by a chartered accountant, because for him, employment as well as the practice is secure. Okay, he may not get that kind of money to go back, but okay, life is interesting.
Very good. Actually, we are just slowly coming close to the hour. If there's any more other questions, I would like it to show up on the screen. Otherwise,
Satish, I have
if there's
got a
any more
question.
questions. Yes, sir.
Satish,
Yes, Atul. Yes, Atul. Please, please.
there was
आवाज ठीक नहीं आ रहा है.
recently
Yeah,
fresh
The
work.
future, one business.
Am I
One
audible?
question was for the future of pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Yes,
One
go ahead,
question was
Atul
for
ji. Go
future
ahead.
of pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Will I?
Yes.
So as we know that we are the one of the biggest supplier of generic medicines in the world, and in terms of quantity, I can say India may be the largest producer, not what they call it a third producer, because there are certain data which are not there for government supplies. We may be the largest formulator in the world today of pharmaceutical formulations, and one is proven through vaccine. You can imagine what kind of vaccination taking place. We are the biggest manufacturer in the world of vaccines as India. So future is, I say, I will not say good, better, best, but it is excellent future. One can do wonders in this business.
Right.
Unlimited.
True.
There are no limitations to think and execute.
Golden words, sir. Golden words. So we've learned so much from you. There are, as I feel that there are people whom you meet in life whom you can forget with passage of time, but there are very few people with whom you forget time on every occasion. So there were so many occasions where I just lost track of time. But it's close to the level of we have to close for the day. There was so much of learning, Godaji. I can't even describe it, how much we learned and how much wisdom is there residing in one person. I could clearly see it today. So just a few parting thoughts, the lessons that I learned from this session. That when you run alone, it's called a race. When God runs with you, it's called grace. What we see mainly depends on what we look for. Ability is what you are capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do, and attitude determines how well you do it. The ultimate measure of a person is not where they stand in moments of comfort and convenience, but where they stand in times of challenge and controversy. Leadership is not a matter of authority, it's a matter of influence. A true leader teaches others to understand more, motivates them to be more, and inspires them to become more. Successful people start out in life with the same disadvantages as the rest of us. They just find ways to turn the disadvantages into assets. A meaningful life is not being rich, being popular, being highly educated, or being perfect. It's all about being real, being humble, being able to share ourselves and touch the life of others. Life is a choice between aging and growing. Aging is adding years to life, while growing is adding life to years. Godaji, you've really added life to your years and to life to all of us. I'm sure you are waking up with determination and going to bed with satisfaction. The last one, someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree long time ago. Sir, you planted this tree in 1975, and I'm sure there are thousands and thousands and thousands of employees, suppliers, your co-partners who are today sitting in the shade because you decided to plant the tree so many years ago. We are going to enjoy this shade for a long time more. And thank you very much for this very, very words full of wisdom. So many takeaways. We are grateful to you. And on behalf of I thank you very much, and Atulji, for being connected and for coordinating this entire program. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Grateful to
Thank you, Mr. Shenoy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Atulji. God bless all
Thank
of
you.
you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
It is over.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
go on.
I'll also. Yeah, I'll also shut up.
Yeah.
I'll also. Yeah, great. Thank you. Thank you, Atulji.
Thank you, sir.